Japan, an island nation located in the Pacific Ocean, is renowned for its distinctive blend of traditional and modern cultures. This unique combination, manifesting in everything from culinary practices to technological innovations and social norms, often offers unexpected experiences to visitors.
Separated from the continent, Japan is still brimming with local rules in the modern era, often not sharing common practices with other countries. This can be confusing not only for people from Western countries, but also for those coming from other parts of Asia.
Ohatsu, I'm master of Tokyo Musashi. This time, we'll introduce Japan's unique things you need to know before traveling.
Oso reiramasu. I'm Sanada, Kyoto no Tatsujin. Japan is a strange country. Oops. I mean, it's a unique country, so there are lots of points to be aware of.
In Japan, there are quite a few places where you can use electronic money or credit cards. So, it's important to have some cash with you at all times. It's a good idea to keep around 30,000 yen in your wallet. Of course, most chain stores and newer places accept cards or e-money. Just be cautious with independent shops or those with an older vibe, as they might not take them. And in rural tourist spots, cash is often the only option.
My 2 cents, but cash-only places tend to have the best grub. Definitely worth keeping some cash handy.
Also, ramen shops and chain gyudon restaurants often operate on a ticket system. You buy a ticket in advance and hand it to the staff when ordering. Be careful, because at non-chain ramen shops that operate on a ticket system, they often only accept cash. On the flip side, many gyudon restaurants that use a ticket system accept credit cards or electronic money. Especially in Tokyo, trains get crazy packed during the morning rush hour.
Train station staff actually pushing passengers to close the doors. That's a real thing. I've been pushed before too.
During the morning rush hour, if you don't mind spending money, it's much more comfortable to travel by taxi. If you're riding the Yamanote Line, Chuo Line, or any other Tokyo subway line between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock, watch out! It's smart to plan your day with some extra time in case you need to catch the next train.
But experiencing crowded trains like that at least once is also good. After all, everything becomes an attraction during travels.
You don't have to worry too much, but Japanese people tend to be a bit particular about train etiquette. For example, they generally don't speak loudly on trains. It's fine to talk in a normal volume, but if you're speaking loudly, you'll definitely stand out.
When someone does that, I can't help but eavesdrop.
Also, when there are a lot of passengers, it's a good idea to carry your backpack in front. It's not a must, but many Japanese people do it that way.
When you're wearing a backpack, you surprisingly end up bumping into people when you move around.
We generally look at tourists with a friendly eye, but it's good to be conscious of train etiquette just in case. Love hotels are short-stay hotels for adults to have fun at night. If you're looking for a hotel on the same day and think, hey, this hotel looks good, it might be a love hotel. It's okay to stay there, but the rooms usually have a big bed and a somewhat suggestive atmosphere, so I wouldn't recommend it if you just want a regular stay. The way to distinguish between a love hotel and a regular hotel is that in love hotels, the rates are differentiated between rest and stay, and this information is typically displayed on the outdoor sign. Additionally, love hotels often lack balconies to prevent visibility from the outside. I think you can intuitively sense the difference because they each have a unique atmosphere.
If it looks like a weird castle or has a Balinese atmosphere, then it's definitely a love hotel.
Well, it's not like staying there is forbidden, so if you're interested, go ahead and check it out. Many Japanese people can speak English. Simple phrases like "where is the restroom?" and "how much is this?" would work, but complex sentences often don't. Then, when in doubt, let's make use of Google Translate.
There are many kind-hearted people out there, so I believe there are plenty who will do their best to help you even if they don't understand. Using gestures is also one way to communicate.
If you want to ask something, there's a higher chance that younger people might speak English. Also, speaking slowly and clearly makes it easier to understand. Even for Japanese people, something they don't want to encounter is a Japanese-style toilet. Sometimes in old stations or park restrooms, you might come across a Japanese-style toilet. When you encounter one, be cautious as it might be confusing to use.
If it's not an emergency, I'll definitely run away if I find one of those. Even for Japanese people, it's incredibly difficult.
When there's no choice but to use a Japanese-style toilet, you squat over the bowl with your feet, take off your pants, and do your business.
Those with weak legs or back, be careful. You might run out of strength and end up falling into the toilet bowl.
Sticking chopsticks upright in rice and leaving them is considered a severe breach of etiquette. This is called Buddha chopsticks, and it's a practice of offering rice to the deceased with these chopsticks. So doing this during a regular meal is considered inappropriate. When you want to place your chopsticks down, use a chopstick rest if available, or simply lay them across your plate.
By the way, be careful not to misjudge the force when splitting chopsticks, as it can cause them to become unbalanced. But even Japanese people have about a 50% chance of making a mistake, so don't get too down if it happens.
When entering hot springs, being fully nude is required. This is a rule, and wearing swimwear is usually not allowed in most hot springs. You might feel embarrassed, but don't worry, it's normal, so just relax and go nude.
It's true that sometimes men might accidentally glance at that. There's no particular reason for it, though.
When entering a hot spring, it's common to bring a hand towel provided by the facility, which is used for washing the body. However, it's important not to immerse this towel in the hot spring water, so please be mindful of that.
By the way, after getting out of the hot spring, drinking coffee milk is a must. Absolutely. Hold it against your waist and gulp it down in one go.
In Japan, all taxis have automatic doors, so when getting into a taxi, be sure not to force them open.
When getting out of the taxi, just use the door that opens automatically. No need to close it.
The reason why Japanese taxis have automatic doors is unclear, but Japan appreciates such attention to detail. Many taxis also offer smartphone charging facilities.
Even if you don't speak Japanese, just tell the taxi driver where you want to go, and they'll get it. If you're ever lost, hopping in a taxi is a good move.
I think it's already well known that Japanese toilets come with bidet functions. For Japanese people, bidets are essential.
The toilet seats are equipped with heaters, so they're warm even in winter. And there are even features like playing music to mask any sounds.
Of course, the opening and closing of the toilet seat lid are automatic too. However, these features are found in relatively newer toilets, so you might not find them in older facilities.
Be sure to try it out at department stores or newer-looking facilities. If you haven't tried bidets yet, giving it a go might make you want to buy a Japanese toilet.
Enjoying your trip to Japan is the most important thing, and as long as you have that mindset, you'll be fine. Japanese people are generally kind, so there's no need to worry too much.
Oh, I forgot to mention, if you encounter a samurai while walking down the street, they might cut you down with their sword. So if you see one, run away as fast as you can.
Don't lie! In this channel, we will continue to introduce various unique places in Japan and share travel tips in the future. See you again. Take care.
Do run. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel.